Hello everybody, I'm just getting ready for the day and I needed to sit down and unpack with you today. And I was making a bunch of voice notes and TikToks about this and I wanted to come on to Vlogmas itself and discuss. Today is Vlogmas like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wrapped into one. So I took a 7.5 month break from YouTube. I basically was like, needed 7.5 months off to build my TikTok, launch a business, work on my podcast, just like get my life together and then come back to YouTube. And I thought the best way to come back would be to vlog like every single day for the next 2 weeks, like share my life, show what it's like to be a business owner in Toronto, and just like catch up from the last like year of being away from YouTube basically. And this has sent me into orbit, like into a spiral. And I've really been starting to think like about content creation as a business. It's something I feel like we have totally lost touch with as creators, is the motivation behind what we're doing and why we're doing what we're doing. Because content creation is such a blatant business, it's so obvious nowadays. Like when you create a TikTok or a YouTube account or Instagram, like it's so obvious that it could become like your full-time job and your full-time business. And because of that, over the last like 5 years or so, there has been a huge rise of coaches and tips and tricks and self-help hacks of like how to blow up on social media, how to become like a big content creator. And something I've been realizing a lot lately is that it's very interesting. And for context, if you guys are new, I've worked in marketing for 5 years in downtown Toronto, influencer marketing, social media marketing, digital, like tons of different marketing. I've also been a creator for a few years. And something I've been thinking about a lot lately is it's really interesting how we have this marketing strategic business lens on something that is so emotional. And I think we don't talk about the emotion of content creation that much. And also because it is, like I was saying, so obvious that it can become a business, there's money to be made, it creates a really weird motivation for making content. And I've been thinking a lot about success and what does like being a successful content creator really mean? Because I think for a lot of us, we think being a successful content creator is having the play button, having 100,000 followers on TikTok, having brand deals, being able to support yourself full-time as a creator. Someone might think that is like a success. And so because that version of success is what we're working towards, our motivation a lot of the time, we're motivated by the fear of not being successful in everything that we do. Like we grind and hustle so hard to post every single day, post 2 to 3 times on TikTok, not miss a week, post content. And our sole motivation is the fear of not becoming successful. Like even for me, I was starting to spiral about like missing Vlogmas for like 3 days because I started to think, oh my God, I said I was gonna post. I'm gonna quickly like film a video to get something up for Vlogmas. But that motivation isn't coming from like, I'm so excited to post a video today. I feel like so creative and I really wanna talk about something. I'm motivated because I'm scared that if I don't post, I either won't be successful or people will think negatively about me. And this in turn has made me realize that I fall victim in literally 1 week of being back on YouTube to not caring about authenticity or doing what I want to do at all. I'm immediately motivated by the fear of not being successful. And the weird thing as well about authenticity when it comes to content creation is you turn authenticity into a business. And that's getting back to what I was saying at the beginning of applying these like marketing principles and business, more like serious business, unemotional practices to trying to market something that is anything but that. And it's interesting because content creation, like I said, is so emotional. We try our hardest to be authentic and be open and share how we're feeling and create content that we really want to create. It's a very creative, obviously, industry. But then you take all of that emotion, all of that authenticity, and apply these like principle marketing, business-minded things to market this emotion. And over the last few days of absolutely spiraling, I thought I would share some takeaways. If you yourself watching this are a content creator, a podcaster, really anything, a business owner trying to grow some sort of business or brand in 2023, this is my takeaway. Niching should truly be thrown out the window because there is a secret formula out there for growing a social media account. It's pick a niche, one topic, post a bunch of times throughout the week, 2 to 3 times a day on TikTok, use the right hashtags, you will inevitably grow a channel. But doing all those actions is working towards a goal of getting a bunch of followers. So if your end goal is just to get a bunch of followers, why don't you just go buy a bunch of followers today? It's probably because if you dig deep, your end goal is not really to get a bunch of followers. Your end goal is really probably to either be financially stable, create a community, create influence, be able to share content that you really like because it's fun. That is what is hard to create. It's not actually that hard nowadays to get a bunch of followers. People do it all the time on TikTok. They'll create a new account, they'll blow up to 100,000 followers in like a week by using that formula. Try to not think about how can I get the most followers possible, how can I grow the fastest. Try to think about how can you create a brand that is the most authentic to what you actually want to talk about. Even if it's not something that might not perform well, it's a bunch of different niches, make you the center of your business and your content, what you want to talk about, how you're feeling, what you're doing, what you really, really like to talk about. We are so much more than one topic. We're so much more than niching us down into a box. And think about the bigger picture besides followers and quantifiable things. Think about how do you want to feel? What kind of brand do you want to create? What impact do you want people to feel when they watch your content? Like, think about those things more. Takeaway number 2 is try to think of your motivation. Why are you motivated to do what you're trying to do? If it doesn't feel authentic, if it doesn't feel genuine, if you're not excited about it, don't do it. I used to say a lot, like, you have to have the discipline, you have to just post when you don't want to post, because the moment you start posting videos and content and you feel frustrated or annoyed or rushed or pressured or like not happy doing it, the reason for that is probably because it's not authentic to what you actually should be doing or want to be doing. Creating your own business, your own podcast, content platform, it is emotional. It is a representation of you. It's us to a camera. It's very personal. Check in all the time about how you're feeling. How do you want to feel when creating content? What is your end goal here? What kind of business? What kind of brand? How do you want to be on social media? Who are you? Lean into the emotion of it. Don't take all the emotion away by having strategies, and lean into the emotion. Lean into how you're feeling. Lean into what do you want to do, not what do you think will do well. Because at the end of the day, this is something I've been thinking about a lot lately. It is a marathon and not a sprint. Building businesses and our careers and everything is a long, decades long thing. It's our career. It's our whole life. We have years and decades to build brands and businesses and our careers. So stop trying to think of how can you go viral, what will perform best, how can I grow the most possible I can this month. Try to think of the marathon, the journey of your career, the journey of your content platforms. And lastly, if you were guaranteed to post about something and it goes viral, gets 1 million views, what would you post about all the time? And at the end of the day, in 10 years from now, if you're a content creator, you're a business owner, what do you want to be doing? And just start doing it now. Think of it as a representation of yourself. There are so many sides to you. There are so many sides to me. And really lean into the like authenticity and the emotion of content. That is what I am here to say for Vlogmas day 6 to 10. We have day 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 left. We have 5 videos left. And then I'm really excited to start doing the 2023 planning content. I think I might sprinkle it into the next 5 days. And that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys are doing well and happy Vlogmas.